again. Sorry, I'm making weird noises. Okay, here we go. How are you? How are you doing? I'm gonna have to. Yay, together again. Where did my iPad go? There it is. Here it is. Here for the weird noises? I'm trying my best to not make weird noises. But it's very, it's late at night. And we don't want to be too loud, especially since it is 1 a.m. And there is at least one other person here that is sleeping. So I don't want to be a nuisance. So we are going to relax.
Bring it down. Art time again.
Yeah, it's a nice chill art time. And I think for the nice chill art time, we're probably going to go back to playing some nice chill music. We had a video game playlist going on. It was like 3 hours long or something. History? What?
I saw a Jingle All the Way commentary.
Yeah, Red Letter Media's Jingle All the Way commentary.
Favorite Christmas movie? Mine's Jingle All the Way.
Really?
Yeah.
My favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard. It's a bit of a cop-out, just because it's technically not really a Christmas movie, but just fun too. My favorite after Christmas movie is Tokyo Godfathers. I annually watch it after Christmas every year.
Nice.
Because it's one of those in-between movies. Something happens on Christmas Day, and then every other day preceding it until like eventually New Year's or whatever.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I hope you folks can hear that. Let me know if you can't. Oh, that's tricky. Time zones are weird. What's your time zone right now? I'm not sure what part of the world you're in. We are gonna switch to art. Oh, you know what? There we go. South Australia, so it's like 7:30 p.m. Fair enough. Okay, so I believe...
The evening's just starting.
Wow. I believe that we have 2 doodles to do. One is, for some reason, Zach likes to be abusive. So the doodle request is him and Amora punching me for some reason.
Right.
Last year he requested that I worship him in a doodle.
Oh, I do remember that.
I did forget on the day, but when he made a big stink about it, he had to have known. I wouldn't have been okay with it to begin with. But we're going to humor him this time. But this is normal for you. You're usually up this pretty late anyway.
You don't have fun.
Oh, yeah, it's not...
I did wake up a little earlier, but I was up pretty late last night trying to get that submission done. Or like formatted.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. cut a bunch of stuff just to like size things down. I eventually got it onto one page. I asked their Discord if it needed to be in the format they provided. They're like, no, you can mess with the margins. I'm like, oh my god. I was able to add some stuff that I had taken out for space. So.
Oh. Why is it not?
That's just a jingly dongle.
Yeah, it's the dongle usually has a problem. That's the price of cheap. But
Is it the seam
oh,
there?
actually, you know what?
The Elgato?
That's the reason why. And it goes away.
Is
Anyway.
it that hidden one? I don't know what all your seams are.
It is the hidden one.
Perfect.
Well,
Figured it out.
how fun is South Australia right now, Burrows? What's cool over there these days?
Summer has to be starting now down there. Because our winter's starting. And it's opposite.
It's opposite day every day in Australia.
I think that'd be so weird going from like winter here to summer somewhere else. Just like a plane ride. Very jarring.
Back home in Flin Flon, I used to have a friend whose family constantly lived in the warmer climate because during the summer and spring they had a cabin, like a motel kind of place. So people would always rent out spaces, and obviously during the winter season didn't mean anything. So they would always go to the warmer parts of the world. I was always kind of jealous of that stuff. Because I'm not a very worldly person, sadly.
We've been to a lot of places in North America, but not off continent.
Yeah. Very rarely do I ever go out to any other part of the world.
Do you want to go over to Ireland eventually?
That would be great.
Yes, and then just do like a little bit of a UK thing. Go visit all of the homelands of my peoples.
I think Scotland would be fun. But I also want to go to Japan. But not the cool part of Japan. I want to go to the countryside.
Yeah, go to more places.
Yeah, I just want to go somewhere nice and quiet, but also not Canada at the same time.
I'd like to go to winter all over. I'm a winter child.
Yeah, me too.
Give me the cold.
But my winter child experience, I want to go to where winter is like just Flin Flon.
Yeah.
Because that's as cold as it's ever going to get for me. Give him a gut.
I want to go to real winter places like Canada. I mean, like Eastern Canada. We're in the West. So in the West, there's not a lot of the West Coast. I think this side of the mountains, I think is it's all rainforest, so it rains a lot.
Yeah, it's probably raining right now.
Yeah, proper winter Christmas. Yeah, you probably just have hot sun on Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, you guys,
There you go.
for Burroughs, who probably wasn't here when my friend Deuce said the news, apparently there was a tornado today.
Oh, right, yeah.
Over
Where
here.
happened?
Over here in Canada,
First we've heard.
in
You know what?
in Vancouver specifically.
I gotta check the news.
Okay. So that's clear indication that our winter this year is going to be really messed up.
They want a real Canadian winter though. We'll have to go out east, so we'll all have to meet like
Yeah.
somewhere else. Because here it's just wet and rainy.
Basically,
Sometimes you'll get snow.
basically, I want to say that Central Canada is probably where you want to experience the most. Either that or like the Maritimes, because winter there is actually pretty brutal.
I was in Toronto for a little bit during winter, and it was all like dry snow. If that
Yeah.
makes sense? Just like windy, shitty snow. Another reason why I don't like Toronto. But yeah, I think like middle Canada is, as middle as it is, let's say, has some good winter.
Some of the best. 40 below or bust.
Nice. Oh, Barbies and toast on Christmas.
Cool. Gonna draw.
Oh, got no rain either. We got plenty of rain here. It's raining right now, even.
I knew it.
I think you're in the same boat as bees. Bees craves any weather. Being from California.
I'm gonna add a nice touch of Amora throwing a Tamagotchi at me.
Nice.
Because she's got like 7 now. I mean, I'm over
Really?
exaggerating a bit. She's got like maybe 4 or 5. She decided
I would
that
like
she's...
to find a good Tamagotchi app, but I have yet to find one.
She's decided that she's gonna collect Tamagotchis now. And I told her, well, if you're gonna collect Tamagotchis, you're gonna have to start searching for like Generation 1 Tamagotchi.
You know what I really want? I want an old school Digimon Tamagotchi.
Well, yeah?
Except I want multiple people I know to have them so we can fight.
Makes sense. All right, here we go. There is the...
Oh, toast isn't melted the heat. I'm like, hey. Toast goes great with lots of barbecue stuff.
Does it?
Yeah. Meat and bread?
Well, yeah, it's both. You're right.
High 30s, low 40s on Christmas.
Hell yeah.
It got up to the 40s here, and I think it was 42 at one day, 41 or 42, and I just could not operate. I was gone.
Yeah, no, that was brutal, and like it was one of those days where I had to go into work that I just spend the day at the mall because at least there was air conditioning.
Yeah. Especially like it rarely gets over a 30, I would say.
Yeah, it was weird. You know, when we had our plus 40 weather, and then the week after that, it was like in the mid to early 30s. And it was just like, this isn't so bad after you've experienced the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, after it was literally too hot to do anything.
Yeah.
Over 30 didn't feel so bad.
No. That's how Mother Earth prepares you.
Do you have decent cooling at all? No, because it's typically cold and rainy here. When it gets to 30 to 40 degrees, it's hot. It sucks. You gotta go to the mall, go see a movie.
Because the worst part about Vancouver is that it's just really humid. So it's a humid heat, which just makes you feel gross. And same with, some would argue that the winter in Vancouver is very cold because it's a wet cold. And I think that's bullshit because I lived in Edmonton for 3 years, and Edmonton is a dry cold, and a dry cold is much worse.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Toronto was the same way. It was
Yeah.
just, humidity is the worst. I don't mind it. I don't know. I've been to dry heats.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm cooking and the air is so thin. Yeah, there you go. Very wet, very humid here.
Oh.
It comes with the rain.
Mm-hmm. Are you even okay?
No, I'm not. It's over there.
Oh,
I
it's
guess I
over
could
there.
leave it there though. It would still pick me up.
Oh, because you're eating.
I'm eating. So I was leaving it off.
Okay.
That's fine.
I just wasn't sure if they were actually picking up, but if they're having a conversation with you, then I guess they must have heard you. Giving Zach a gut.
Revenge, really.
There's nothing he can do. Although it's his doodle request, so I gotta fulfill it. I'm pretty sure Amara doesn't appreciate having to beat up on me.
Is he giving you a noogie? Is that?
No, he's like, yeah,
Gotcha.
punching down. A very apt phrase these days. Whoa, man. But, yeah. We're only how many hours left to go? 4 hours and 35 minutes?
4 now?
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Comparatively, it doesn't seem like that long. 4 hours is a long time.
Yep.
You decided to do this on daylight savings time.
You know, I didn't think about it, but then Bees had to say something. If she didn't say anything, I would have looked at the clock and didn't think anything
wouldn't
of
have
it.
noticed, yeah. Yeah, like, oh man, still 5 hours.
So thanks, Bees. No, I'm kidding. Thank you for at least saying something, because now I just find it funnier that doing this 1 extra hour and increasingly zero sleep.
You got it.
It's been fun, and at least having people to talk to helps keep me awake. So I appreciate it. Look at that. These guys are jerks.
Nice work, Bees.
Nice work, Bees. All right.
Have you ever owned a Tamagotchi?
No. I want to say one of my sisters might have. Or maybe like one of my friends did, because I do remember it being in my stream of consciousness when I was a kid. I just can't remember who owned one. I don't know. I never really bothered getting one because I owned a Game Boy.
Oh, there you go.
And I was like, why do I need a Tamagotchi? I have fucking Mario. I just play Mario all the time.
Nothing wrong with that.
I got Tetris on the Game Boy. Why would I need a Tamagotchi? Seriously, seriously, I know that you guys in the Twitch chat many hours ago were like speculating what kind of tournament we were having, and I saw that Tetris conversation.
That was a good one.
You guys do not understand that was like the only game I had for a very long time.
I can't remember what the occasion was, but we all played Tetris together.
Yeah, that was
Tetris.io?
Yeah, because there was a website, Tetris.io, and that was part of last year's extra live stream. Because last year's extra live stream was just nothing but a multiplayer games the entire 24 hours.
Nice.
Because I had zero plan. And it really worked out.
Yeah, but we realized that we are all very outclassed when it comes to Tetris as compared to the
I play an awful lot of it. My friend Dolphin Butter, which I have not seen in a really long time, he is maybe much better at Tetris than I am. Because I think at this point in time, he actually has more versions of Tetris than I do. Because, I don't know, there came a point where I shouldn't really be spending money on anything. Even though I want to get Tetris Puyo 2, because that has, they basically made it a game of Tetris that feels more like a 3 versus 3 battle. Because you would pick different characters, and different characters have different abilities, and then you can switch between them to make sweeter combos and shit like that.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah, that was a good game back in the day. Remember when they tried making own game out of it? It was not as good.
No, fun, not as good.
Yeah, like you get what they were trying to do, but it wasn't the same thing. Because you shouldn't really be turning puzzle games into pay-to-win things. And the whole level up mechanic was just really unnecessary, because then you would end up fighting people that you would have no chance beating. Because they're way ahead of you in terms of items and things. I remember playing it last year and hated it, humiliated it. I'm sorry.
You're just the bully who showed up to the playground. It's like, let's play a game, and then just mercilessly beat everyone.
Yeah.
It was still fun, don't get me wrong, but
I'm more like the guy that's just like, goes to the place and they're like, oh, I have Tetris. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, let's play Tetris. This sounds so fun. And then I'll be like, you sure? Like, maybe you guys should just play it by yourselves for a little while before you...
You guys should warm up, maybe.
Yeah. I don't really want it. But, Tetris Effect, ever since they added the multiplayer mode to it, I think that is maybe the best version of Tetris out there right now. And this is coming from a guy that said that Tetris Puyo was the best version of Tetris out there right now. Because, I don't know, there's something about Japanese developers when they make a Tetris game. Sorry, I'm going on a little bit of a Tetris tangent here. If you want to learn everything about Tetris, I'm the guy to go to. Japanese developers, for some reason, really understand what makes a Tetris game good. There's something about the feel that they just get right. Tetris Effect was not only that, but an enhanced visual experience that was designed with VR in mind.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You can, like, go around it?
Not so much. I mean, you can put things at angles, and you can zoom it in and zoom it out. And there's all these crazy effects happening at the same time while you're just trying to play the game. But yeah.
VR Tetris.
Lols, okay. Oh man. It's done by the Luminous guy. If you've ever played that puzzle game before, it is let's do that first, just in case. Oh, you did that? Okay.
I was trying to be quiet. Hopefully that wasn't too loud.
Luminous is a puzzle game that is about a music experience at the same time. He just likes making games that have to do with music, so he did that with Tetris, creating a music experience and a visual experience, and it turned out to be really good.
Nice.
Yeah. What else do you guys want to know, Chad?
Oh no, sorry.
Sorry.
So sorry.
I should have been faster on that.
I thought it would be fine. I know better now.
How dare you?
Oh, kidding? Alright. Still, though, I should...
I don't believe you.
Yeah. What?
How dare. Amora's tiny arms. She's a tiny person. There. Unhappy Bond getting beat up by a jerk.
Mm-hmm. Big dumb jerk.
Big dumb jerk. Who donated $50 and said I wasn't allowed to drink. Joke's on him. I took the shot anyway.
If other people wanted to make you drink, how would they do that?
Oh, that's a good question. So, in donating, if you make a donation of $50 or above, I will take a shot of this delicious cinnamon whiskey called Fireball. Mm-hmm. It wakes you right up. Assuming you don't have a ridiculous amount of it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If you moderate your sips.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere in the middle. There's diminishing returns.
Yeah. You don't want to have too many at once. But we're getting pretty close to that goal. Mm-hmm. So I hope within the 4 hours and 24 minutes that people will help the children.
Please, for the children.
Please, for the children. Because that's what it's really about. And I'm like, the perk is trying to get me drunk on stream. Which nobody's done that. Although, I did want to mention this again, that my friend Deucenage was like the first person to go over the $50, and it was like within the first couple hours of the stream. Because I'm sitting there going, nobody's going to make a large donation this early in the day. I was wrong. So I had to keep it a secret until around dinner time.
You were over the halfway mark, at least. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we don't want to go too crazy. Okay, so this one...
What's next?
I believe this is Bees'
Ooh.
Susie and Noel showing nice, sharing a milkshake.
I found a meme.
You found a meme?
I found a meme. Well, you look something up.
Oh no.
The meme being, Netflix doesn't cost $17.99, it costs your time. Big Mac doesn't cost $4, it costs your health. Social media isn't free, it costs your focus. And Dead by Daylight isn't free, it costs your happiness. It's pretty true.
Pretty true.
Every time I get in there, I'm like, I want to play, and then some matches are just awful.
It's funny how that happens with the games that you enjoy the most, though, right?
Mm.
Like, that's like me in Overwatch. I love the game. I can't stop playing it.
Hit and miss on the teams, you know.
Yeah, but like it really, the teams make all the difference. And Susie and Noelle. I'm hoping that I could just.
It's SUSIE, I think.
Oh, the bunny thing?
Nope. She is a reindeer.
She's a reindeer?
Yeah.
Oh.
And a monster.
Reindeer and a monster.
Yeah. One's super tough lady, one's super cute. There you go. That's
what they.
Those are the sprites, yeah.
All right. Well, just for the enhanced horribleness of it, potential horribleness of it, we're going to use the sprites as a reference, as opposed to somebody's artistic interpretation of what they're supposed to look like. They're in love, soulmates, meant to be.
They're super cute. I think that was one of my favorite parts of episode 2 was these two. Was it a date? Did they call it a date? I don't know. They got to hang out and it was super cute.
Aw.
Bring that chat back.
One of those milkshakes that got the weird design to them.
Oh?
You know, with like the indents around the cup.
Yeah. It's the classic.
The classic.
They didn't call it anything, but it was magical. That's fair.
They didn't. Maybe they're just hanging out. This is gonna be hard. All right. Looks like I'm drawing Yoshi with a wig. Is she a greaser?
Yeah, she's like a, I don't know about greaser, but you know, tough kid.
Tough kid. Fuck him up. I'm a tough kid.
Yeah, she's just a misunderstood tough kid.
Aren't they all? Who's learning to heal through violence.
And in fact, learning to heal through the act of acting instead of violence.
All right.
It's been a journey, but Susie definitely started by just wanting to fight everything, and you have to work at having her not. Excuse me. sounds.
Sounds. Forgive my interpretation of Noel.
That's pretty cute.
Pretty cute. Got her arms in front like this. Susie needs flowy hairs.
Well, I read that differently.
I'm here again for the Final Fantasy X music.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good playlist.
Yeah. Lots of chill jams.
Yeah. Burroughs, have you played Deltarune or Undertale? Oh no, on still. Because I know Bees was there for all, if not most of my playthrough of Deltarune.
Video game playlists are the best. That's true.
For sure.
There is my favorite mariachi band, Mariachi Entertainment System. For Zelda's 35th anniversary, they put an album together.
Neat.
And it's pretty good. I'm not saying mariachi music is amazing, but mariachi music is amazing.
It is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's a big milkshake.
Nice.
I do also at some point should probably reply back to my Bumble match.
And tomorrow, it's
I
fine.
admit I didn't really, I saw the message today. I'm like, I don't want to tell her I'm gaming right now. That's not something that you want to let someone know immediately.
No.
Excuse me.
You don't be.
I'm gaming for 24 hours. What are you doing? Well, I just got back from hanging out with
you don't
my
put it that way though.
personal trainer.
Yeah. You don't put it that way. You're doing a charity event
Yes.
for the kids.
I know, but I matched. Here's the problem: is that I matched with a lawyer, and
Why not? Like honestly,
I already feel like she's out of my league.
but honestly, if you tell them you're gaming, and they have a problem with it, probably not gonna work out anyway.
Dude, I was even surprised that she was matching me in the first place. Because I'm looking at this profile, I'm like, are we both sure that this is even gonna work?
Yeah, I do find it funny when that happens. Yeah. It's like, oh,
I don't know.
This ain't gonna work. I can tell.
So you're gonna date an anti-gamer? Gonna be awkward. I know, right? But I think she matched with me because she saw my drawings on my profile.
Nice.
Because of course I was gonna do that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I see plenty of dating profiles with if they're artists, they'll include art.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Yeah, you might as well, you know.
Yeah.
She looks like a beatnik.
We don't want anti-gamers. We don't want anti-vaxxers.
It's so hard to find gamers in the city, though, especially ones that use dating profiles. just the city in general is like maybe not that so much.
They still have to be at least okay with it, though.
Yeah, for sure. Just like, you gotta understand, this is my lifestyle. I work hard and I go home and I just want to sit down on the couch and play Final Fantasy, all right?
I work hard and I play hard.
The dating pool.
Fallout.
The dating pool is getting smaller and smaller. That is so true. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. I think so. I had a weird conversation the other day. It was someone I had matched with. We were talking, it kind of went nowhere. But then, like 10 days later, she's just like, "Oh, why do you feel more comfortable now with the mask or the passports?" I'm like, it's nice being in places where I know that other people are vaccinated. She's like, actually, I think it's worse.
Oh my god.
I think it makes people more easy and lax, and they'll not take extra precautions to protect people. And I'm like, I guess you have a point, but also like, all right.
Both gamers with separate rooms.
The question, I'm not trying to solve it. You asked me why I felt more comfortable. Mm-hmm. And also, like, half a month passed. It was just so weird to get that message. It was
going out of your way for that?
It was a good conversation to have with another person, but I was like, I don't know that I want to date you.
I'm sorry, but you're kind of like hitting all the wrong marks right now. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's funny because I absolutely love, and I even put this in my at least my Bumble dating profile. That, like, I just love creative people. Like, I don't really care what you're creative about. Just as long as you have that drive for something, I'll fucking fall in love with you. I don't even care.
Now, creativity is a huge must.
Yeah. I had that problem when I was in film school, and I still have that problem today. If you come up to me and you're like, "Yeah, I'm writing a book," go on.
But yeah, bees, I totally understood what you meant.
Oh no. It's not like one of those...
Takes minutes for future setups.
It's not one of those I Love Lucy kind of situations? Where you sleep in like separate beds even though you're in the same room?
Yeah, it's
for each other?
What, it's not the 60s?
I don't know, American values, you know?
Oh my gosh. Who's this?
I'm kidding.
Bones!
You guys are very modern.
Yeah.
Good job making it this far. Thank you, Bones. 4 hours and 9 minutes to go. And we're yet to reach our goal. We're like 70-some bucks away. So if there's anybody out there watching the stream that has not made a donation yet, now is the time.
Closing in on the end.
Especially now since I'm currently in the doodle section.
I used up all of my cognitive linguistic skills doing the commentary. Now my mouth can rest and be lazy the rest of the day.
That's true. We talked a shit ton.
It was very fun to do.
I felt my throat tightening up.
It was certainly like, I'm like, maybe I should drink some water.
After the first hour, I'm like, this is a bad idea. but we kept going because the show must go on. Before we moved in together, he talked about having separate beds for sleeping because the two couples he knew that did that had long marriages, but they had special circumstances. Wasn't it like Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell are still together, but I think they live in separate houses now? It's, whatever keeps the marriage going, I guess.
And from that we learn just never live with your spouse.
Don't ever live with your spouse. In fact,
Happy marriage, never see each other.
yeah. In fact, if you can help it, just live in completely different parts of the city or completely different cities altogether.
Continents, if you can, really.
Have an online bride.
But now that he snores more, fair enough. Oh yeah, absolutely, Burroughs. You got to do what's good for you. We jest, but
I just got out of seeing Dune, really good, but probably 20 to 30 minutes too long. I was getting anxious in my seat towards the end. What time is it?
I think the end.
2 in the morning.
So it's 11 o'clock. Oh wait, no.
No, he's our time. Bones is our time.
No, I mean, yeah. So it would have been. I guess it would have been 12 because it's a 3-hour movie, and then time went backwards.
Right, yes. That's true. I do get it. I agree with what you're saying in a bit. There may be some parts that could definitely feel tightened.
I don't know. I don't know which ones. I loved it just from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Like maybe some of the dream sequence stuff could be cut up a bit.
That's what I mean in particular, because a lot of those dream sequences, they're showing the same thing over and over again a little too much. Like there was nothing new about every dream sequence.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, a few of them went on a little long.
Yeah, but other than that, I like the style. His style really works well for Dune because it takes place mostly on a desert. That may be a little too dark. You can lighten it a bit.
The movie was perfect. It was close to. Dune was certainly the best movie I've seen in a very long time.
I think my favorite movies that I've seen this year were Dune and The Green Knight.
Yeah, I fell asleep during The Green Knight.
Oh yeah?
But I was watching it at my parents' at like a time when I should be going to sleep, and I was just on the couch and dozing anyway.
The Green Knight is a super slow burn.
I do want to go back to it.
Yeah.
I wasn't bored. I was exhausted. There's a difference.
The Green Knight had the kind of ending that if that was the very first movie that I've ever seen in theaters after 2 years of not watching a movie in theaters, I would have laughed my ass off. Oh man, I'm still thinking about it. It was so good.
I wanted to see it at theater, but
Susie,
missed it.
purple hair? No. I think it depends on the lighting.
Yeah, it's definitely dark brown.
Because a lot of these artistic interpretations are not.
Oh, she has dark brown hair in the real world, and that one, that's her in Fantasyland.
Oh, so
And it is a little more purple.
So you want her more in her Fantasyland look than her real world look. Is that what you're telling me, Bees? Because I could do it. It's fine. I'll do it. I think it's this kind of color, I think. That kind of color, right? Look. Is this it? This is the more purpley thing, I think, that works.
I like purple highlights. Yeah.
I'll do the whole thing purple. I don't even care.
Ooh, Quiet Place 2.
Purple Skin
That
is
was
fine.
that was a good one. It definitely like unlike Quiet Place 1, it definitely felt like a middle movie.
Fantasy World doesn't have milkshake dates. I haven't even seen Quiet Place 1 yet.
Quiet Place 1 definitely felt like a single movie, which was nice. Quiet Place 2 is just like,
I remember them announcing that they were going to do a sequel to A Quiet Place, and I'm like, how?
yeah.
Like
It was
a
good.
quieter place? Like,
It
what
was
do you
just, it was definitely a middle movie.
do? Yeah. There's a lot of movies that I wish Hollywood would just look at and say, this is the only movie it needs to be. We don't need to elaborate on the universe. We don't have to make a sequel.
Except
This movie is perfect the way it is.
money exists.
Yeah. Money should just cease to exist.
Go back to the old barter system. Gold, the gold standard.
The gold standard of money. Well, I think her skin is a little bit lighter than this, like more like that color.
Oh, that's adorable.
And we're gonna do Christmas sweater. Christmas sweater.
Noel, all about the Christmas.
Well, when you're a reindeer, that's the only thing you know.
It's too true.
Oh, I love it.
I can't remember what her dad's name is. Ozzy would know.
Mr. Christmas.
It might be Noel Christmas. I have to look it up now.
She got a red nose? Does she have a red nose? She's got a red nose now. Their last name is Holiday. Oh, there you go.
Holiday. Thank you. I knew it was something.
Noel Holiday. But yeah, I've missed watching movies in the theater so much that I feel like I exclusively just want to watch slow burn movies. Because I really just want to sit in the theater. Like, I'm still bummed out about the fact that I would have really loved to have seen The Sound of Metal in the theater.
Yeah.
Because what that movie does with sound blew me away, like just watching it in the living room. Then I'm like, oh, this would be so much better if it was in the theater.
I'm really glad I saw Dune in the theater because of the voice. That was some really cool stuff.
Yeah. The way they did that voice stuff was super neat.
I mean, any like telepathic thing that it's gonna sound similar, but I think they did a really good job in Dune.
Yeah.
You know, the echoey, reverby sometimes.
Yeah. Because it's always
the
like
whispers,
in that kind of
overlay.
effect too. It's like through 2 or 3 different voices, and they're all like different cadences, male, female sounding. It's really neat. Cherry on top. Let's go with dark blue straws. There.
Can I make a suggestion?
Okay.
Some mistletoe between them.
Some mistletoe. All right. What is it? It's this. And
Cool. Approval from bees.
excellent. Is that what mistletoe looks like? I don't even know.
It's pretty close.
Okay, well, there you go. And a string.
Perfect.
Cries. Oh no, I made her cry. Happy tears, but still all the same.
Oh yeah, milkshake. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, that's so perfect.
Susie hasn't seen it yet because she was like, oh yeah, milkshake, and I was patiently waiting.
Smooch me. You. She's using her holiday tactics, her Christmas knowledge to try to get smooches. And good for her.
Good for her.
Using every tool in her arsenal.
Oh, I feel like I want to recap everything that we've done so far. This is Ash from Apex Legends and Ash Ketchum from Pokemon staring each other down. This is my friend Deuce, who I used to draw him like this in high school, so his doodle request is to draw me the way they used to draw me in high school.
Nice.
You're
Got
welcome, Bees.
Some Space Marine legs.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome, Bees. I appreciate that I got to doodle something for you that you apparently have fallen in love with. This is Solaire praising the sun from Dark Souls fame.
Deep in the night, we must praise the sun.
Deep in the night. This is a kawaii octopus.
Adorable.
You can tell because its eyes are huge. And it's saying, oogie.
It's blushing.
This is a pie that talks. If you get stressed from saying, well, just half a slice of me. I think I did a pretty good job on that pie.
That was a pretty good pie.
This is a dick horse.
You'll need to watch the beginning of the stream for the end of Sable, anyway.
I feel like we can at least give this some context. So, while we were playing Sable, we were just talking about open world games in general and joking around about how, like, Todd Howard of Bethesda is basically the inventor of open world games and consults on everything that has to do with an open world because he's the only one that makes them.
Everyone, yeah.
And then we started talking about horse armor.
And there's a bike.
Because it's half joking that I call my bike Roach because it acts like the horse from Witcher 3.
Oh, so this is Roach Dick.
Yeah. So, so this is horse armor on Roach. And he's now a dick horse. Because
I feel like the other context that's missing is the Sable bike looked like a dick.
yeah, actually, we can
With the coloring.
probably share that too. Well, actually, we'll give the proper context right now.
Oh yeah, we can bring up the picture. There you go.
Looks like a dick.
That's
a dick.
That's the bike. You can choose different colors and have it not look like a dick.
Yeah.
Kind of.
You can.
You can also customize it to have different parts and it doesn't look like a dick.
Yeah. This is the only...
That one? That's a dick.
This is the only bike in the game that really looks like a dick. Like, it's just so funny. It really does.
It really does.
It really does.
Poor Roach.
Where are we here? What happened? Okay. This is Ads Pearson, a friend of the stream. Does his own stream occasionally. I play Overwatch with him. He has his own original character that he drew, which is a crime fighter called Synthwave, and that's what he requested. So I love getting the chance to like draw my version of somebody else's character that they made. Because, I don't know, I would get a kick out of that. Because everybody's going to have their own interpretation. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. No problem. So, this is she is. This is Neon Glory. And she's saying a Tracer phrase. You got it.
You got it.
You got it.
Ads likes Tracer.
And this is Squirtle.
Oh, I didn't see what he said.
He says, I don't trust that doctor. You had to be there for the Smash Bros. Tournament. Mario tried getting into the tournament as a doctor.
Twice. You tried Mario and tried Mario Doctor.
Yeah.
There was also the end debacle, which I love.
Yeah.
Bowser Jr. might have paid to win. There might have been some dirty dealing.
That's true. There was some dirty money going on in that competition because his opponent threw the game.
Yeah.
He beat up Zero Zoo Samus and just launched himself off the map. It was a travesty. But why would you have it not look like a dick? That is a good question. There needs to be more penises in video games. Because there's too much tits.
You just want balance.
Yeah, I want balance. There needs to be balance in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
For every tit, there's got to be a tat.
Is that what they're called? Is that what we're calling them now?
Well, I mean,
Stop waving your tat around.
We could change the phrase to tit for taint, if that makes more.
No. No, I want to say that less.
Okay. Just making suggestions here. This is Zach and Amora beating me up.
They're jerks.
They're jerks. And this is Susie and Noel enjoying a milkshake.
That's adorable. It's so good.
We're allowed to make these kinds of jokes for adults here. Even though this is a stream for children. Children...
Making money for children.
Making money for children.
There's a slight difference.
Get your votes in now.
What?
I mean, get your donations in
I'm
now.
going to vote. What are we voting on?
Get your votes in for donations.
Vote or die. On what? On what?
It's a shame that there wasn't a lot of people in the Gartic stuff, because that was pretty fun. What was it? It was like one of the prompts was like, donate or the child gets it. A lot of people have really good ideas, but I was so proud of mine. It was just like a guy holding a sign. It's just like a visit from like... There's been so many inside jokes today. It's been awesome.
The three circles, the question mark, and like that one that turned into a face holding a sign, and that was very good. I think that was one of my favorites.
That mode was actually really awesome. I liked it conceptually.
Yeah. I love it as like just like a doodle practice thing.
Yeah.
You know, like, how can I take this scribble and make it better?
Exactly. Which, fun fact, I used to actually do that a lot when I was a kid.
Same.
I would ask people to just draw scribbles or lines or whatever on a piece of paper, and I would try and get a picture out of it. Yeah, that's all the doodles that we have lined up right now. So if you want to get a doodle in,
Now's the time.
now's the time. Please donate. Otherwise, we're probably just going to move on to some other thing.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
If you wanna mute me before I kill everybody's ears.
Right. Which, at some point, I'm going to have to come up with some follow emotes. Because now, as an affiliate user on Twitch, anybody that follows gets 5 free emotes. Like something you don't even have to sub for. So I think I'm going to end up coming up with some basic things that are like standard across the board for a lot of people, like your high emote or your hype emote or your raid emote, stuff like that. We'll see what I come up with. I'm not that good at doing emotes. As you can see, if you look at the emotes I have available on my channel, the majority of them are just screenshots from games. Shrunken down. And 3 hours and 46 minutes to go. Are we even gonna make it in time? Let's watch something on TV. No, I can't do that. We would get booted. We are